For the last month, cops in the Midlands' attention has been on someone who's been on an armed robbery spree. In the last 4 weeks, we've had 21 armed robberies. Let me repeat that, 21 armed robberies in 4 weeks that all of us, and when I say us, that's Lexington County, Irmo, Columbia, and Richland County. One person was responsible for all these armed robberies. Yesterday morning, we made an arrest. Leon Lott was arrested by a joint task force of Lexington, City of Columbia, Irmo, and Richland County deputies. We've charged them with 4 originally. Now we've just added a 5 since we were getting ready for this press conference. 5 of armed robberies. We've had 8 in Richland County that's occurred that he's responsible for. Belk is nothing new to the criminal justice system. Very lengthy record, been convicted of armed robberies before. Just someone, when you look at his record, you just see a history of breaking the law, of threatening people, hurting people, criminal domestic violence, assault on people, but robberies. And he just continued this robbery spree. Don't know why. We can't say drugs were the reason. We don't have any indication that he was on drugs and he was doing this for drugs. But we feel that he's responsible for all 21 of these robberies that we've had in the Midlands of Columbia. It's sad when you have someone that will go on a robbery spree like this because they're not going to stop. He was not going to stop. He actually hit in Richland County twice on Monday in separate locations, one on Two Knights Road and then one on Broad River Road. So he wasn't hitting in one particular place. He was just plaguing all of the Midlands with these robberies. Fortunately, no one was physically hurt. We didn't have him. He was armed with a pistol. We recovered a pistol when we did the search warrant and made the arrest yesterday morning. But he's just an example of individuals that we've got that are not going to follow the law. Doesn't matter, that they get arrested and get convicted, serve a little bit of time, they get back on the streets, they're just going to go right back and do the same thing. These are the type of individuals that we need to keep in jail and in prison and incarcerated for a long time because they're going to hurt people, they're going to rob people, they're going to continue to break the law. You have a long list. This is his picture. Again, his record is atrocious, just very lengthy record. This is the timeline of events for us. This is Richland County, places that he robbed. He's now charged with 5. I think originally before we started the press conference it was 4, but now we've had him positively identified on the 5th one. And you can see the days he was hitting quite often. But you can see all the different locations. You got St. Andrews area, North Main Street, up toward Fairfield County, Two Knights Road, Robert Road, just all over the places. And the different type of locations he was hitting, convenience stores, restaurants. These are pictures, the ones that we have him charged with. These are some pictures of ones that he has not been charged with yet. When we have someone that's a serial robber like this, we try to find something distinctive about them, and then we kind of give them a nickname, something that's unique. I don't know many robbers that wear their pajamas to go commit an armed robbery, and he did. He had a pair of pajama pants on in one of the robberies. We have a picture of him actually wearing it. This is not a robbery, this is another picture we got, but when we did the search warrant, we found his pants. So he was the pajama pants armed robber. That what kind of made him distinctive, is that wearing pajama pants to a robbery. He can wear the orange jumpsuit at the Richland County Detention Center now for quite some time, I hope. But someone that need to be off the street. But we're working very closely with the other agencies. We're doing forensics for City of Columbia on some evidence that they received in some of the robberies, so we're trying to match DNA up. Our lab has been working on that. So we're very confident that he's going to be responsible for the 8 that we've identified him on and all the ones, again, in these other areas. Just a bad guy. I don't know another way to describe him. So just a real bad guy that needed to be caught, and I congratulate people at Richland County who got on it and worked on it very quickly, and then the other agencies, we all came together as a team to be able to make this arrest. Questions?
Sheriff Lott, how many years could he be facing for all these?
I hope a whole lifetime. I don't know. He's got kidnapping, he's got armed robbery, he's got them in different jurisdictions, so I hope he goes away for a long time. I hope we all retire before he gets out.
How did he evade arrest for so long?
In and out very quickly. Go in, make like he was going to buy something, pull a gun, do the robbery, run out the store. There was a getaway car that we've recovered, and he would be gone. And we're talking about less than a minute. By the time the call would come in to us, he'd already be out of the area. So, but they always make mistakes. He made mistakes, and that's why he's in jail.
What mistakes?
Not going to tell you what mistakes he made. Don't want anybody else out here to learn from his mistakes, but they all make mistakes. Again, there's something distinctive about all of them. Pajama pants, that's a little bit unique, but they make mistakes. There's no such thing as a perfect crime, and we just have to find those mistakes, and it took us a little while. Again, a month with 21 robberies, and he made the mistakes, and now he's going to have to pay for them.
Do you know of any accomplices that were helping him in these robberies?
We're still working on that, so there may be additional arrests, but he's the one that went into all these locations and committed the robbery, so he's the one that's facing the most serious crime. But if he had anybody that's helping him, they'll be charged also.
Did you find a pattern?
Really, no pattern. You can see all the different locations, the different type of locations, so there really wasn't one pattern that he had. Just like Monday, you do a robbery way out 2 Nights Road, and then later that day you're on Broad River Road doing one. If there was a pattern of just certain locations, be one thing, but we didn't. He's just a robber, just taking, picking on these places.
What does it mean to you guys to be able to put a stop to a spree like this?
Well, it means that we're going to be a lot less armed robberies right now. He was dangerous. He threatened people with guns. And, to stop him, and what it means to us is we stopped him, because he was not going to stop himself. You can see that within a month, 21 places, he wasn't even slowing down. He was still continuing. So it feels good to know now that we're not going to have people working in restaurants and convenience stores or drugstore that someone's going to come in and threaten them with a gun and rob them. So it makes the streets a little bit safer.
Were you hearing from community members, business owners, any words about this man, but beforehand, concerns that they had, any fears?
Nothing about him, just concerns from, the community was aware of what's going on because there were so many of them, and the media had y'all had put out some information and some pictures asking for help, so that got people's attention, but we didn't get a call because, he's wearing a mask, you can see that, but again, they make mistakes. All right, well, thank you.